Falling in Love, an analysis of songs, expressions, and feelings when we fall in love, by Anne Cunningham, Stanley Hodges, and Patty Weaver. In our society, falling in love is a term used to describe the process of going from a feeling of being nonchalant or detached towards a person to one of being in love. The word fall suggests that there is a certain helplessness about these feelings of attraction, and that in some way it is uncontrollable, inevitable, risky, or puts a person in a state of vulnerability, in the same way the word is used to describe someone falling ill or falling in a trap. Dictionary.com defines love as a feeling of warm personal attachment or deep affection, as for a parent, a child, or a friend. The purpose of this phenomenological study will be to describe the emotions that are exhibited by individuals when they fall in love, and how songwriters of love songs portray those feelings and emotions. At this stage of the research, we know that when we fall in love, we have certain feelings, such as the feeling of euphoria or a queasy, nervous feeling in our stomach. The physiological effects that individuals exhibit as they fall in love, as expressed by Karen, a 7-year-old, is when you love somebody, your eyelashes go up and down and little stars come out of you. And now to our research questions. How do songwriters of love songs portray feelings and emotions exhibited by individuals when they fall in love? And what are the feelings of risk and the physiological effects that individuals exhibit when they fall in love? As we collected our samples, 8 songs emerged. I'm All Shook Up, You Give Me Fever, Crazy Little Thing Called Love, Top of the World, I Feel the Earth Move, Great Balls of Fire, This Must Be Love, and Breathless. We each individually began to code the songs, and then we met, combined our codes into one, and moved our codes into categories. Our master code list materialized. As you can see from page 1 of our list, it shows the categories that emerged. Feelings of falling in love, codes such as euphoric, deep feelings, dreaming the other person. Physiological effects of falling in love, shaking, trembling, breathless. Expressions of falling in love, holding, hugging, kissing, promising love, and then risk of falling in love, which is losing control, helpless, and fearful. Categories again that emerged from our research: feelings of falling in love, songs like I Feel the Earth Move, Top of the World, and This Must Be Love. Risk of falling in love, Crazy Little Thing Called Love. The physiological effects of falling in love, songs such as You Give Me Fever and I'm All Shook Up. And then expressions of falling in love, Breathless and Great Balls of Fire. After completion of the master code list, we formulated a confirmability matrix to help us analyze the data. Through our study, we found that our songwriters sing about both the feelings of euphoria and overwhelming happiness one feels when they fall in love, as well as how we express that love through emotionally and physically, and then to the fears that we face when we fall in love. As we analyzed our data and dug deeper into the meanings, feelings and expressions of falling in love seemed to rise to the top with most occurrences. As you can see from our chart, feelings of falling in love and expressions of falling in love were the two most occurrences, the most prevalent in our categories. The major findings of our research reflect that songwriters portray falling in love by feelings of falling in love, as the Carpenters express in their song, Top of the World. The love that I've found ever since you've been around, your love's put me at the top of the world. Carole King sings, I feel the earth move under my feet. I feel the sky tumbling down. I feel my heart start trembling whenever you're around. This song speaks to the overall uncontrollable feeling of falling in love. Don Williams uses the following lyrics to portray feelings of falling in love when he says, I think of you all night. I can't sleep till morning light. It must be love. Expressions of falling in love seems to have the most occurrences in our sample. Jerry Lee Lewis best describes that feeling of falling in love through his lyrics in Breathless. If I can hold, then let me squeeze. My heart goes round and round. My love comes tumbling down. You leave me breathless. Peggy Lee also describes expressions best in her song, You Give Me Fever. She says, never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I give you fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight, fever in the morning, and fever all night. Individuals have certain physiological reactions when they fall in love. Seeing the other person of their attraction may cause the heart to beat a little faster and the body to sweat. Certain neurotransmitters in the brain tend to be produced in greater volume, which can promote happiness. Elvis Presley portrays his physiological effects of falling in love in his song, I'm All Shook Up. He states, "I'm itching like a man on a fuzzy tree. I'm in love, I'm all shook up. My hands are shaky and my knees are weak. I can't seem to stand on my own 2 feet. I'm in love, I'm all shook up." One last category that emerged from our research that we weren't expecting was the fear or the risk of falling in love. Through many reiterations of our coding, fear, confusion, and the loss of control appeared. Fear of falling in love is a relatively common phobia. We don't want to be hurt. People with this fear will typically avoid any kind of interaction. Queen writes in his songs, "Crazy little thing called love. This thing called love, I just can't handle it. This thing called love, I must get round to it. I ain't ready. She drives me crazy. She gives me hot and cold fever. I kind of like it. I got to be cool, relax, take a back seat, take a long motorbike ride until I'm ready." Avoidance, yes. Love feels good, but I'm afraid of it. Again, our categories that emerged were feelings of falling in love, with codes such as tumbling downward, thrilling, realizing love, euphoric feeling, and feeling happy. The physiological feelings of falling in love were heart trembling, shaking, rattling, sweating, lack of breath, heart beating. Risk of falling in love, we've had the losing control, downward spiral, fearing love, expressing possession, helpless. And then expressions of falling in love were kissing, hugging, looking, and listening. In conclusion, songwriters communicate falling in love through feelings, expressions, physiological effects, and risk of falling in love in a variety of ways in the lyrics of their songs. Our research indicates feelings of falling in love and expressions of falling in love were the most prevalent with our songwriters. Falling in love can elicit strong emotional feelings. Most of us know how we feel when we fall in love, and it can be exhilarating, overwhelming, and even frightening. Just remember, don't find love. Let love find you. That's why it's called falling in love, because you don't force yourself to fall. You just do.